Archangel Raphael is an amazing archangel, and aren't they all? Leesa and I are going to help you today to connect with Raphael in extremely deeply healing, loving, energized ways.
Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal or medical advice. Welcome everyone to Angel Heart Radio. You are our focus. We want you to know that you matter in the world and that you're important to the world. We're here to remind you of just how valuable and needed you are right now. Help us to help others. If you like what you hear, tell your friends, post, tweet, pin, let everyone know how amazing Angel Heart Radio is. So again, welcome to Angel Heart Radio. Powered by love, Angel Heart Radio is sponsored by AngelLight777.com.
Welcome everyone to the Archangel Series on Angel Heart Radio. I am Anayah Joy Holilly. I'm extremely delighted to be with you today. I'm coming to you live from Brisbane, Australia. We're going to talk about Archangel Raphael today and all the wonderful ways, or some of them anyway, that you can connect with him, that you can work with him, recognize him, and also both Leesa and I have some beautiful stories, personal stories, to share with you about Raphael. Good morning, Leesa.
Good afternoon, Anayah. It's 1 p.m. here in New Zealand, and yes, it's lovely to be here again.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, everyone. I said to Leesa right before we went on air, I'm going to remember my website today, and I forgot it again. Dang it. AngelLight777.com is my beautiful, gorgeous website. And you can get lots of wonderful information there, guidance from the angels there, and, of course, all the links for the Archangel Series are freely available there as well. Leesa, tell us about your website.
My website is feathersofangel.com. There's a lot of interesting stuff on there. Obviously, you can, if you want to connect with me through a reading or a healing or a workshop, I offer those. But there's also a great section of free stuff, free online card readings, a sigil for Archangel Michael, some really good freebies for you to enjoy as well. feathersofangel.com.
Awesome. And it's important, isn't it, Leesa, both you and I, that we offer people some wonderful ways that they can connect with us and the angels. That doesn't cost them anything at all. So that's great that you've got that there. And yeah, it's lovely. It's a good thing. It's a service. And you'll also find some wonderful freebies on my website as well under More For You. Okay, Archangel Raphael. What an extraordinarily wonderful Archangel Raphael is. Excuse me. Now, there are many, many different ways that we can connect with the archangels, aren't there, Leesa? There isn't just a one road, not a one way, not a one go-to, how we're going to do this, is there?
No, there's lots of different ways. My number one tool, as I've said many times, for me it's prayer, but there are a lot of different ways to connect with the angels. You can talk to them, you can write to them, you can pray to them. So many different avenues. It just depends what resonates with you personally.
And I think that's an important thing for you all to really understand, to really get. And welcome to our guests in the chat room too. Lovely to have you with us. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat room and I'll definitely bring them out on air for you. Because we can often feel like if we don't do it, right, if we're not doing it the right way, at the right time, in the right energy, that it's not going to happen for us. And this is one of the big messages that the angels and our angels have for us, is that it doesn't matter how we go about it. We can go to the angels in absolute anger, and they will be there for us with love and compassion, dignity, gentleness. I mean, I don't know, have you ever? I have, certainly. I've raged at the angels once or twice over something that was so deeply painful to me, Leesa. Screamed at the angels, screamed at God. How dare you? And what came back was this sense of being gently held. It's okay. You will be okay. You are in pain now, but you will be okay. Stay with us. We are always with you. It's very tender, Leesa.
And that's what you always get from the angels, I find, is like no matter how you present to them, they just give you utter love and compassion in return. So beautiful, as you so beautifully put it. You can be raging at them, screaming and stamping your feet, and they will just give you complete and utter gentleness and love.
Yeah. The important thing is that we reach out. The important thing is that we make a connection, that we exercise our free will. Right, I want to have a connection with you. It's as simple as that. Show me how. Help me. Teach me. Lead me. Guide me. Show up. Just show up in a way that I understand. You know, and sometimes I've said this to people in my sessions with them, and it's taken them a little bit to really come to that acceptance. We can ask for proof. I made a video, and there's a YouTube video years and years ago now. You'll find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Anayah777, or just, Google Anayah on YouTube or whatever. And, oh my gosh, it's had so many people look at it, and I just put it up and never told anybody about it, basically, for years. Because people want to know, don't they, Leesa? How? Ask for proof. We're talking about Archangel Raphael today, so here's a great example for you. You can call on Archangel Raphael to send you a sign, a physical sign that you absolutely understand. You don't have to be afraid of putting these demands, actually. I demand, you can do this if you're angry, I demand a sign from you. You can ask, could I please have a sign from you? You can thank you for a clear-cut sign from you that shows me in a physical way that I absolutely get that you are with me, and then be open. Let it go, and it will come to you. This has been my experience, Leesa.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, like if you want even to know that the angels love you, ask for a sign. Say, show me that you love me. Give me a sign, and I think that's wonderfully put, that I can understand, that I won't miss, that I will get. Show me a sign that you're there for me and that you love me.
Because it's important, isn't it, that it's a sign that means something to me, to you, to whoever's listening. It's no good sending me a sign in a way that I don't get. It's a language I'm not speaking. So it will come. Allow it. I've had people write to me and say, I've been asking and it doesn't come, it doesn't work. That's your perception, because we're closed when we're in that mind frame, aren't we, Leesa? We are closed to what is already coming to us, but they won't stop. They will keep coming. Allow it. Bring it forward. Archangel Raphael is known the world over as heaven's physician, and yet his role goes so much deeper than that of a physician, than that of healing us. Healing if we're unwell, for example, if we're struggling with a health issue. Raphael takes us deeper, bigger, brighter, more, with a deeper embrace to say, you are already healed. Now, our minds and our bodies are telling us something differently. So that's hard to understand sometimes, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it certainly is. When we think we've got we've got this, well, I've got this condition or this illness or this emotional pain, it's just like I need healing. And it's just Raphael brings us back to the truth that we are perfect and whole and healed right now.
Yeah, right in this moment. It's also important to understand and to have some acceptance about that. Look, it's not as easy as I'm making it sound right now. I know that. I do get that. However, when we start focusing on where we are already healed, healing actually then has a fertile ground to keep growing. Now, when we are asking for healing, Leesa, sometimes we think, look, I'm really unwell. I need healing. And what our major focus is that I'm feeling really unwell. That is not the way that we're ever going to feel like we've got health. And that is very common and very understandable, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes, when you're in physical or mental or emotional pain, it's and I'm sure that virtually everyone out there who's listening to this show on replay or live or in the chat room, when you're experiencing that pain, it seems like it's all consuming. It's what you're focused on now, because it hurts and it's taking all your attention.
So find one thing. It can be anything. Say you've got lovely shiny hair, for example. Focus on that. Oh, I've got lovely, healthy hair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This begins a journey for our minds as well as our bodies to focus on health. We've got a caller. Hello, area code 0805. We'll take your call very shortly. Thanks for calling, and do hold on. When we do that, it can be the simplest thing. The more, whatever we're focusing on is an energy stream, and the energy will flow toward that. We can call on Archangel Raphael. Let's all do it now. Take a breath. Take a lovely, clearing, cleansing breath. Archangel Raphael, we call upon you now to bring us loving, generous, warm, healing, wonderful energy. Bring it to our attention. Bring it to our minds, our bodies, our emotions. Thank you. Help us to see you are already here with us. Help us to connect with you and to remember how amazing and magnificent we truly are, even when we feel the opposite. Thank you, Raphael. It's so simple. Just to stop for a moment and call on the angels, call on Raphael. Raphael will really help you bring the understanding that there is a lot of areas in our lives that we can feel at peace. In our emotions, for example. So we're very angry with someone, which recently happened to me, Leesa. I was very angry with someone, and my sinuses all started blocking up again. And as you know, I went through a period of almost 2 years. That was shocking. And yet it wasn't until I prayed, I took supplements, I went to the doctor. You know what I went through. And then, of course, one day I finally realised I'm angry. When we've got sinus issues, it's generally that someone's getting up our nose. Okay. Looked at Louise Hayes, but crikey, all right, I'm angry. Who am I angry? I knew who I was angry with. I was very angry and very hurt, moreover. And so I began to realise that I had complete control over this. It just felt like I didn't. So I began to use Ho'oponopono. It's very simple. Hold that person. Hold your health, anything in your mind. And you simply say, I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Or I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. This is an act of supplication, of handing over, Leesa, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. It's not saying, I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, I'm wrong. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. There's a great deal of energy and healing in that, isn't there?
Oh, yes. Forgiveness is an incredibly healing process.
So when we do this, when I did this, what happened for me was, blew me down after everything I'd been through. And I have to share with you all, I was at a point where my sinuses were so bad that every morsel of food and every sip of anything except a cup of tea with lemon in it tasted like slimy, rotting garbage. That's how desperate I was. I was struggling to eat anything in a day, anything. I was so beside myself with worry and upset and concern until I realised I was doing this to myself by pointing the finger at someone. You did this. You shouldn't. How could you? How could you? I trusted you. Well, you know what? It was on a soul level. Hey, we're standing there side by side, holding hands, loving each other, saying, we're going to get through this because I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you by providing you a fertile ground to experience forgiveness. Now, that sounds airy-fairy to some people, but hey, that's what I believe. And the more I did this work, Leesa, the easier it became. And then one day, I went to a friend's for dinner, and I sat down at the table, and I tasted the food. a revelation. I was beside myself with joy, and that's how it started. And this person does work through food and energy, but it just was amazing. Simple. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Every single time that person popped into my mind, or every time that, that well of feeling you get when you're upset with someone, every time I felt that's my trigger. Go into it. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I said it to myself. I said it to my sinuses. Sinuses, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Anayah, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. This act of supplication brings us to a point not of disempowerment, but to absolute empowerment. We are almost saying, I'm giving up the need to blame somebody else. Raphael, thank you for assisting me. And I flooded myself with his healing emerald light as I really got into my healing, Leesa. Even though I'd been doing it before and I didn't have a response, my toxic emotions were blocking it. It wasn't that it wasn't working. It was my toxic emotions and thoughts blocking it, because it was running in the back of my mind all the time. I couldn't let it go. I was so damned upset with it all. And it is a place of being damned, because it's like being in hell in some ways. This mental torture. Anybody who's been through this or is going through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Raphael's light and love is amazing. He will help us to release the old us. He'll help us release the old energy, because only we can do that. Isn't that right? I mean, hey, who else can do it for us except us, Leesa?
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. It's not disempowerment. It's total empowerment. It's taking responsibility and stepping into your power by asking for help.
Yes. It's that true sense, for me, of comfort working with the angels. Archangel Raphael will help bring us comfort. I had to have surgery in my mouth some years ago now. I can't even remember, 10, 12, I've got no idea. It was quite a long time ago. I had a growth in my mouth under my tongue. It was growing very rapidly, so I had emergency surgery, and I was quite scared of what they would find. And I turned to Archangel Raphael and Angel Michael in particular, but Archangel Raphael for support through this, and called upon him to work through the surgeons, through all doctors, everyone who was reading my blood tests, the nurses, all support people, myself. And I had an amazing experience, Leesa. I was laying on the table and they were about to put that mask on my face, and the surgeon was already there, of course. And I suddenly felt Raphael with me. And I looked at that surgeon and I imagined Raphael's love and healing light pouring out of me and into the surgeon. And then I saw Archangel Raphael standing behind the surgeon, embracing him, and his energy field mingling with the surgeons. I looked at the surgeon and I said to him, before we begin, on behalf of myself, I'm getting quite emotional, on behalf of myself and my family, I want to thank you for all the love and care that you are about to pay me, for the respect you will pay my body as you operate on me, and for the healing that you are bringing me by removing this growth from my mouth. I want you to know that what you are doing matters to me and my family, and we thank you. And we made this instant connection. He didn't sort of turn away. He made a connection with me. And I also called on Archangel Raphael to close my aura. Our auras can become very open, or do become very open when we're under anesthesia. And we can then have a lot of attachments. I don't know whether a lot of people know this, but when our aura is very open, disembodied souls, those who have left the physical plane but haven't fully crossed over, and hospitals are full of them, sometimes people don't even know they've actually passed on, can attach to you. They want a loving place to feel safe and comfortable. So I also got Raphael to close my auric field so that I wouldn't have attachments as well. It was an amazing experience, Leesa.
Yes, sounds incredible. I had a personal experience of Raphael. It is on a slightly different tangent. in my Diana Cooper training, we were Diana Cooper Foundation training as an angel teacher. We were taught that, these wonderful stories that Raphael can heal us, he can give us healing, he can bring us back to health and wholeness. A lesser known, and just a shorter side here, lesser known side of Raphael is he is also an angel of abundance. If you think of him as the ultimate healer, he can also heal your finances. And my personal story relates to an experience I had with Archangel Raphael, where I was doing a meditation, and it was taking me through a karmic release process. And part of that was to ask Archangel Raphael to remove all symbols of poverty and to heal the wounds there. And anyway, I was going through the meditation, and I went through that process. I asked Raphael to remove those symbols of poverty that I picked up through the various lifetimes and to heal those wounds. And then it was like it was like a lightning strike. I just went bam, and I got knocked back in my chair. It wasn't scary or painful or even dangerous in any way. I felt that completely. And then it was just like I was completely, it was like I'd been drinking champagne. I was euphoric. I was on cloud nine. And that feeling lasted for about an hour. I was dancing around the room, laughing my head off. I felt so light and so free. Raphael had healed me, and it was a powerful experience. So Raphael, whether he comes to you gently or if it's a powerful experience like I had, in the sense of feeling powerful, when he comes to you gently, it can be just as powerful an effect. But it's just like Raphael is the healer. He will heal you. He will heal your body, mind, and spirit, and your finances if you just ask.
Absolutely. I just have this fabulous picture of you dancing around in joy. It's beautiful. That's just so great. And there's so much joy attached to the angels. That's the thing as well. Let's go take this caller, Leesa, because they've been holding so patiently. Hello, area code 805. You're live on air. Hi. Who are we speaking with?
Hello?
Hello. Hi. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, my name is Donna. I didn't know if you were giving little angel readings. I wasn't too familiar with your show. But,
Hi, Donna. We're talking about Archangel Raphael today, so it's obvious that Raphael wants to...
Hello, Anayah. Hello, Anayah. You've cut out. I'm sorry. I'll carry on in Anayah's place until her voice comes back. So what we're talking about today is Archangel Raphael and how he can help you back to healing. Is there anything in your life that you're not well?
I'm not well. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I've been taking magnesium every night or whatever, but I just feel dizzy and, my head feels congested. I just don't feel good. Oh, I could ask them.
Do you feel like you might be getting a virus or a bug?
Perhaps. Yeah.
Okay, not that I'm a doctor, and I certainly don't claim to be, but as you can, in the meantime, until you do get to see your doctor, you can ask Raphael, bring me healing. Thank you for your healing. Bring me back to full health. I don't feel good. It can be very personal, the prayer that you make to Raphael. It doesn't have to be in formal language. It's just like talking to a friend. Just ask for what you want, and then say thank you. And when you get what you want, you thank Raphael again. But that part is easy because you're so grateful to them.
Oh, yeah.
To the angels that have helped you. So would you like to ask Raphael for healing now? Does that feel right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so go for it. Just ask for what you want and expect to receive.
Okay, Raphael, I'd like to feel healthy. I don't feel very well. I'm dizzy. I feel congested, achy. So please heal me quickly. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very grateful for your help.
Wonderful. That's how easy it is to ask the angels for help. It's just like that. Now, what I'd love is if you could, perhaps in a future show, we will be back in a couple of weeks, if you want to, feel free to call in and give us some feedback on how things have progressed. That'd be wonderful. But Raphael's there for your healing, body, mind, spirit, and finances. Any issues in any of those areas, which is every part of you, just ask for his help and he will help you.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Raphael, please help me in finances, in finding a part-time job or a windfall, and thank you, and I appreciate your help. Thank you.
That's exactly how it works. That's a really great prayer. I had a personal experience of Raphael helping me with my finances. Things were a bit tight for a while back, quite a few years ago now, and I needed about an extra $100 a week to make life comfortable. And so that's what I asked for. Raphael. I need an extra $100 a week. Money's a bit tight, and I want to be totally comfortable. Please bring me that money in any way angelically possible. Thank you for your loving assistance in love and light. And then for the next 2 months or 8 weeks, 7 of those 8 weeks, the money came through in the most unexpected ways. It was just like 7 out of 8 weeks. I think that's a pretty good hit rate, really. The angels didn't do too badly there at all. So it's like expect to receive, and when you do receive, just say a little thank you, and that's all they really need. They just want to help us so much. They love us so much, and this is how they serve Creator, by serving us. And it's their greatest pleasure to do so.
Oh, good. Oh, I didn't know you had to ask them, but yeah, I'm glad I know that now.
Well, you do have to ask. Well, it's not unfortunately, it's just the way it is. It's a really good thing, actually. We have free will, and it's a spiritual law that the angels cannot violate that. Without our permission, they can do nothing. So how we give our permission is we ask. We just give our permission by saying a prayer. We ask for what we want and need, and then they'll leap in ready to help, because that's the only thing that's holding them back right now is the permission to act on our behalf.
Okay. Oh, I'll remember that. Right.
Okay, wonderful. Well, call in again. We'd love to hear how you're getting on.
I will. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And we seem to still be missing Anayah at the moment. So I will continue for a little bit longer and hope that she can join us again soon. She put it so beautifully, and it's just like, just ask for the healing. Raphael will bring you healing. He will bring you back to the understanding that you are healed. Like she spoke about her sinuses, that was a shocking experience, and it took a long time for it to come right for Anayah. And as she explained, it wasn't until she started asking for forgiveness, for healing, for the resolution of the anger that she was feeling that was causing the issue. So after healing, and you're back. Hello, Anayah.
I'm back.
Your head cut out, did it?
No, my internet dropped, and so
right.
It was very it was amazing. My internet dropped, and then Skype wouldn't come back on, and I thought to myself, this is amazing, isn't it, how the angels really work. Now, obviously, Donna needed to speak with you, and I actually got back on, I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me, and I could hear her saying, "Oh, I didn't know that." So, again, the angels work in such magnificent ways that give us opportunities to connect with those we need to. So, well done. Thank you so much for calling in, Donna, and it was great to hear you connecting with Donna, Leesa. Leesa, have I got you?
Sorry,
can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Would this be a good time for Raphael and Uriel cellular healing?
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah. Would you like to introduce that?
Anayah channeled this a few years ago, didn't you, Anayah? It was brought to her by Archangels Raphael and Uriel, a cellular healing, which is like it's almost like a spiritual detox or purge, isn't it? It's just like very gentle, nowhere near as difficult or as hard to cope with as a physical detox can be. This is a very gentle cellular clearing. It bubbles out any sort of like spiritual debris from every cell of your body, every part of you, every cell of your consciousness, which is where your consciousness resides in the cells of your body. So this is a wonderful technique. I've personally been through this, and it's been pivotal in my progress over the past year and a half now, I think, since I first did this.
It is absolutely beautiful. And when they brought it to me, I actually didn't know that these two work together so deeply and so powerfully. And, of course, all the archangels can and do. So this is actually an 8-minute process. So I'd encourage you all just to stay with it, follow my voice. And through my voice, Archangels Raphael and Uriel will tell you exactly how to experience this, as Leesa said, this beautiful spiritual detox, which then impacts on your physical health by helping your health. And it actually works not only in the cells but between the cells. Very, very powerful. And when we come back, I can see area code 404. You've been holding for a little while now. We will speak to you. Thank you so much for calling. Donna, this is for you as well. Pay really close attention. This is going to be a wonderful experience for us all.
Now, if you're driving or cooking or operating machinery, doing anything that you need to be really aware, please don't participate in this right now. You can do this later. Come back. Listen again. You can download your own copy for free at angellight777.com. Just look under the More For You tab. I call upon Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel to work with us now for the highest good of all involved. May the energy be absorbed easily and naturally for each person or each being. And may the outcomes be benevolent, joyous, and perfect for each person. Imagine now, if you will, a gorgeous, gorgeous light. It's a green light, glowing, spectacular. And yet, at the edge of the light, it becomes golden. The green light is Archangel Raphael and the golden light is Archangel Uriel. These two archangels are mighty and magnificent and wish to help us in every way that they can and teach us about feeling this energy technique. Just call this light down. We surround ourselves with beautiful energy, a healing field, and we give thanks to Archangels Uriel and Raphael for the work they are about to do for us, through us, and on behalf of us. Imagine this light outside your body, but within your energy field. It's a gorgeous light, and it just loves us. And it's intelligent, and it's wise, and it's knowing, and it's loving. It's benevolent, it's healing. And call that energy into your body, down through your crown chakra, and into your body itself, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your etheric body. Allow and invite this light to travel within you. And within your physical body, this light will enter each and every cell to bring deep cleansing, clearing, and healing. Invite it in. Invite Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel in. And as this light begins to enter each and every cell of your body simultaneously, the emerald green of healing, that gorgeous green light, begins to effervesce and glow golden. And within each and every cell, these beautiful effervescent bubbles begin to heal and clear and cleanse. They know exactly what to do, these archangels, this beautiful energy. You don't have to direct it in any way. Simply give permission and allow. And as this energy effervesces, it gently and thoroughly and permanently releases, dissolves, removes any energy that is not for your highest good. Any and all energy that may be bringing you feelings of dis-ease, unwellness, stress, fear, anxiety or stress. And as it does its work, at the bottom of each cell, this gorgeous, loving, glowing, beautiful energy begins to leak out and move between the cells, between the spaces, bringing its healing work there too. This cascade of incredibly beautiful, all-knowing, all-loving wisdom of this energy makes its way throughout your entire being, your entire system. Nothing remains unnoticed, unloved, or untouched. And as it trickles its way down throughout your body, just notice a switch of some kind, or a button, something that you recognize that you can turn on. So that it remains permanently on. Permanently activated. This wise and gentle, yet powerful and loving energy is now activated so that it runs automatically without your conscious awareness, without you having to remember to delve into this healing energy. And these gorgeous, golden, effervescent bubbles within this incredibly powerful emerald energy of Archangel Raphael do their work 24/7, balancing, healing, guiding, loving, releasing, transmuting. And as this energy continues to make its way down through your systems, it makes its way out through the soles of your feet and into the blessing of Mother Earth, there to be cradled and restored and returned to you fully nourished, healed and whole and valuable and vital, where it is taken up into your being, your body. And this continuous motion of releasing and cleansing, nourishing and healing and returning is automatic. And we give thanks. We give gratitude. We give love to the magnificence of the archangels, our bodies, Mother Earth, the universal love that is us, within us, around us. We give thanks for the continuous rebalancing, restructuring, reorganizing, for each and every blessing within each and every cell. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. This beautiful healing technique with Archangels Raphael and Uriel is my gift to you, and you can download it free at angellight777.com.
I just find that to be such an intensely relaxing experience, Leesa.
Yes, very incredibly relaxing.
I experienced. Now, this is another way Archangel Raphael works with us, everyone. When I was experiencing that just now, I had this sense, this in my mind's eye, and even in my physical presence, I could feel like a leaking out of my elbows and my knees of almost like dripping, oozing energy that was dark in nature, which signifies that I was shedding something out of my physical body and also out of my energy bodies as well, my emotional body, my come backwards, I need you, my mental body. So pay attention to anything that may have popped into your mind, because it's another way Raphael works with us, Leesa, that it gives us signals, signs, visions, sounds.
Yes,
numbers
excuse me,
as
I'm
well.
just having some water. Numbers, yes, that's another interesting way. You might see repeated numbers or patterns of numbers. Yes, the angels communicate with us in so many different ways.
You might start noticing things like suddenly you see green everywhere. You may see green lights with your physical eyes, a green energy. That's Raphael as well. Another way to notice when Raphael is around you is you may suddenly start seeing statues or pictures of statues of an angel. This is another way. As I said, the colour, dreams. Raphael will come to you in dreams as well. Pay attention to visions that you have. Overhearing conversations is another way. How many times have I been out in the world and I've overheard a conversation that is perfect for me, Leesa? I can't even count.
Yes. I think that happens quite a lot to a lot of people, in the sense that angels want to communicate with us, and they will do it in any way possible. It can be an overheard conversation. It could be a song on the radio at exactly the right time that answers your question or dilemma. The numbers are very interesting. It's like there's certainly information out there. I know Doreen Virtue wrote a book on angel numbers, didn't she?
Angel Numbers 101. Fantastic. I use it all the time. I've got the app on my phone, so when I'm out and about, it's right there at my fingertips. Fantastic. So, yes, pay attention to the numbers. And other things as well to pay attention to are things like electrical impulses in our bodies. We may sometimes feel a tingling. We may feel an energy sensation. Especially after hearing this program, keep a sharp, just become aware in the next week or 10 days, the things that come to you. Raphael is very close to us now, not because he's ever distant, but because we are thinking of him and inviting him and being aware of him, so we're more likely to notice. And before I forget it, with this energy healing with Raphael and Uriel, you can play this anywhere. You can play it in an empty room. You can play it around your animals. You can play very softly in the background, so it's hardly even discernible in your family home, your place of work, and the energy goes out into the atmosphere and does its beautiful work there. And you can get your own copy of that very simply at angellight777.com. Just look at, hover on the More For You tab, and you'll find a drop down, and there it'll be. And you can just download it. You can keep it, share it. It is a gift. There's no cost attached to that at all, as was requested by Archangels Uriel and Raphael. We've got a heap of callers on the line. It's great to have you with us. I wanted to mention as well here, everyone, I meant to do it at the top of the show and completely forgot. Normally, you're used to hearing myself, Leesa, and Roz. Now, we tried very, very hard. Roz lives in the UK, so the timing is so tricky for us, particularly for you, Leesa. I mean, you were broadcasting up until 10 o'clock at night. It was just so late for you, and it was late for me as well. And so we realised we really needed to start doing the show through the day. So we tried to facilitate it so that Roz could still be a part of it, but unfortunately it just didn't pan out. So it was obvious that it was just time for you and I to continue, Leesa.
Yes, it is. It is a shame. I really enjoyed having Roz on the show, as I know you did. It was like her vitality and her bubbliness and her passion for her work. It's just like it came through in everything she shared. But it was just a time zone difference thing. It was, I was staying up until sometimes 11 o'clock at night, and then getting very tired. And it's just, and I think at the time we're broadcasting right now in the UK, it's about 1:45 in the morning on Saturday. So it's just like that wouldn't have been possible for Roz, certainly.
Yes, absolutely. And so I just want to say a big thank you to you, Roz. You really brought some wonderful energy to the Archangel Series. We miss you, and we really thank you for everything that you have shared with us and everything you continue to share with people around the world. Your passion and your love for angels, it's wonderful. Angelswithroz.com is how you find Roz. Okay, so I'm going to go and take another caller now. Let's have a look. We've got area code 404. Hello, welcome. You're live on air.
Hello.
Hey, hi. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, this is Tasha.
Tasha. Hi, Tasha. Obviously, Archangel Raphael really wants to connect with you today, given that you've called in. How can we help you?
Just was calling to see, any messages for me.
Okay. All right, then. So, Tasha, one word, please. One word. What's the main area of focus for you right this second?
Career.
Career, okay. Archangel Raphael is perfectly placed to assist you with your career, your choices, your environment, the people you're with, your thoughts, your attitudes, your feelings, everything to do with your career. So, call upon Archangel Raphael to help you there, no matter what it is you're wanting assistance with. If you go to my website and download that wonderful clearing with Raphael and Uriel, if you have a job presently that you're not happy in, take it to work and play it softly. It doesn't have to be loud. It can be barely discernible. If you're wanting to find a new career or find a job, if you don't currently have one, when you're playing this at home, don't play it in the car, everyone. Don't listen to anything like this. If you're driving or if you are operating machinery or anything that requires your attention. Even when you're cooking, no, do it later. Download this and use it while you're thinking about the job you want. So don't think about what the physical job is. You know what you want in a job. You want to be well paid. You want to love it. You want to love going to work. You want it to be constant and permanent. Part-time, whatever it is that you want. You want to work with people that you get along with. The environment that you want is going to be somewhere that you really feel connected to. That's the way you focus on what you really want about a job. It's not so much about the distance. How far away from home? Do you want to work from home? So it's not so much about, I want this job with these people, which you can do, but you may be limiting yourself without realising it. Those types of things. Or I'm worried, how am I going to earn enough money? that will never bring you what you want. So you know when you're listening to this beautiful healing and that switch goes on, you see all the prosperity, as Leesa said before, all the prosperity, the happiness, the joy, the comfort, the peace, the fun, if you want fun at work. Leesa, what can you say to Tasha about working with Raphael?
I'm not. Hello, Tasha. I
Hi.
feel like has your career been quite joyless lately? Yeah, it's just like I feel like the energy, the vitality, the joy is absent. It's like you hear the saying, someone walks into the room and they suck all the joy out of the room. It's like a piece of fruit which has been drained dry of its juice. So however you're wanting to improve your work life with those wonderful tips that Anayah just gave you, or a personal prayer to Raphael, working with the clearing meditation, ask for the joy back, ask for the fun, the zest, the vitality, the spark. I feel like that fire in your belly has been missing in your work life for a while, and it's just like that's what you really need, from my point of view, to be able to manifest what you really want in your work life. Is like you've got to find the fun again.
Yes.
It's so important that we really begin to understand and focus on what it is that we do want. And Raphael is an absolute joy to work with when we're feeling less than happy, less than joyous, less than sparky. So Raphael is a wonderful archangel for you, Tasha. He's the sparky archangel. I'm giving him a brand new name. So, and in your and for you personally, Tasha, really begin to ask Raphael to show up in your life, and then pay attention and trust what you're getting. Raphael has a way of influencing us that lightens the load, because you've been struggling for quite a long time, I feel. He'll help you lighten that load. Now, we have wonderful programs on Angel Heart Radio. I mean, amazing programs. Janet Hickox is with Annette McCoy the fourth Tuesday of every month. And Janet gives people free mini human design astrology readings. She is a master. She's an absolute master, and she'll be able to help you, Tasha, and everybody else listening. Call in early. Go to angellight777.com, and you will find information there about Angel Heart Radio, and angelheartradio.com for links. There are so many ways that we support you. This is the Archangel Series is one. Leesa and I do the Angel Life Hour as well. I'm about to start bringing you some special guests again. Yay! Are you connected to Mother Mary at all, Tasha?
You mean like Mother Mary?
Do you have that feeling about, if I say Mother Mary, do you get a bit of a spark? Because I feel Mother Mary really wants to connect with you, and I've got an absolutely awesome guest coming up. I'm looking now for the show date. Where are you? Because I've got so many to look at here. I just can't find it. Oh, Mother Mary's Pathways to Love. Are you ready to fall in love with Danielle Gibbons? Now, that is coming up this month on the 18th USA time, 19th Australia, at 10 a.m. AEST. That's Brisbane Australia time. So that would be another good one for you to connect. And you can call in and speak with Danielle as well. Okay. So the doorway's been open for you today. Raphael's opened lots of doors for you today.
Yeah, do you know why I keep seeing the numbers 1 to 1209?
1209. Okay, so when we start seeing repetitive numbers, it's a really powerful message to us from the angels, and they're asking us to pay attention. So the number 12, and I'm looking at Doreen Virtue's Angel Numbers 101 right now, is about keeping your thoughts positive about the future. And I'm reading directly from the app, everyone. Thank you, Doreen Virtue. Keep your thoughts positive about the future, as what you are thinking influences your future. This is a message to to you to keep the faith and hope strong, because these are strong determining factors for you right now. 0 is all about our connection to God, to Creator, to the universal energies of peace, love, wisdom, and benevolence. So it's the never-ending cycle. And the number 9 is also very significant to you because it's asking you to get to work. Stop procrastinating. It's telling you that you've completed a huge cycle in your life and it's time for you to move forward now. But until you start letting go and releasing, and Raphael is the big factor for you here today, then you're going to stay feeling stuck. You're not stuck, but you feel stuck. So work with Raphael, listen to the program again, and use that cellular clearing and healing as often as you can for the next 10 days to help you make the shift.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
And you can also connect with Leesa at feathersofanangel.com. And I think, Leesa, have you still got your 10-minute reading, free 10-minute reading for people on offer?
Well, it's a 10-minute call, and if you want me to draw some cards for you, I certainly can.
But it's only 10 minutes, and
it's only 10 minutes, yes.
Yeah, it's not a free but you can connect with Leesa, and she can help you as well.
Okay.
Keep in touch, Tasha. We'd love to know how you're doing. Let us know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Another program we've got coming up, Leesa, that I think people are going to be fascinated about is the atheist who went to heaven and then came back, with Nancy Rhines as my guest.
Yes, that will be very, very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she met angelic beings, and we're going to have her on the Angel Life Hour as well. She's a scientist and had absolutely no connection with the spiritual aspects that we're speaking about now, but of course that's all changed, and she's been to heaven herself. She had a near-death experience, everyone. Her story is fascinating. Please do join us. You will be able to hear that on, it's actually next week, the 13th in the USA and the 14th in Australia and New Zealand and the UK. Okay, so we're coming up to the last bit of the show. Let's just quickly, we've got so many callers. Please do call back in, everyone. Visit us at angelheartradio.com and select a show that you'd like to be able to speak to us or our guests on air. We'd love to speak to you then. We've only got a couple of minutes left, Leesa. What would you like to say to people about Archangel Raphael that we may not have covered, if anything?
Well, I'd just like to repeat something that we have covered, and that is he is waiting to help you, just ask.
Perfect. Because if we don't ask, we don't open the door. It's that simple. And knowing it and doing it are two different things, aren't they, Leesa? I mean, we can know it and yet take no action at all. Raphael will inspire us to take positive action. Yeah.
Yep, just take
and that word you mentioned,
take that first step.
Yes, and you mentioned before personal responsibility. It's a bit of a dirty word for some people. It's like, well, I am responsible. Yes, you are, and you're amazing and wonderful as well. But we have to also take responsibility that step further, go that little bit deeper, that says, I am willing to release all those bits of me that are keeping me stuck. We all have to do that.
Yeah.
We've got so many callers on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's not about yourself up or blaming yourself in any way.
No, it's not. Because that actually just burdens us even more fully, more deeply. And it's a very lonely place to be. And then we end up feeling wrong and angry and hurt. Archangel Raphael, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite you all to simply invite Archangel Raphael to join you right now and to show you his presence, show you his love and his magnificence and his joy. Please join Leesa at feathersofanangel.com and myself, Anayah, at angellight777.com. We have lovely things waiting for you there. And some beautiful guidance up on that the angels sent through about romance. It's on the landing page. You'll find it. It's beautiful, particularly for those people who are in relationships and struggling. It's a lovely one, Leesa.
Oh,
okay,
great.
We'll be back in 2 weeks with Archangel Samuel. Looking forward to that.
That will be
Thank you, Leesa.
very, very good. I love Samuel. See you next time.
Yes, I do love Samuel too. Sorry, I know I'm rushing because we've got like 5 seconds left. Thank you, everyone. I didn't quite make the end. Thank you, everyone, for joining us and supporting Angel Heart Radio. You matter in the world. You make a difference in the world. And we want you to know that that is a very important message for you to take into your life every single day. You'll find lots of shows that you can call into and receive mini readings with Janet. And if you would like some kinesiology help, we have a specialist kinesiologist, Marnie Perner, who also joins the team. She's on with Annette every month, and I think she's either the first or the second Tuesday in the USA, Wednesday in Australia. Can't recall right now, but she works with the angels as well. And she can help you to understand what may be happening in your body and how you can connect in a way with your body that will also help bring healing. And it's the first Tuesday, Wednesday. Thank you, Leesa. It's another lovely program.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Take good care of you. And remember, a little bit of kindness goes a long, long way.
You've been listening to another fabulous program on Angel Heart Radio. Our goal is to remind you of how much you matter in the world and to let you know that we appreciate who you are in the world. You can check out who's on, when we're on, and who our guests are at angelheartradio.com. Everything is there. It's all just one click away. Angel Heart Radio programs are powerful tools to help you in your life and your life experience. They are not intended, nor should they, be used to replace your medical or legal advice. The views expressed by hosts, co-hosts, callers, guests and associates should not be construed as advice from Angel Heart Radio.